Here, what's going on? This is episode 109 of Shit That Be On My Mind. If you like what I be saying, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tonight's topic is Black men are under attack. But before I get started, man, this song I want to play. Here we go. In the black man, awesome. I ain't saying I'm innocent of all this. I'm just saying it's white man's world. This song, yeah. All those times that I mess up with you, man. Yeah, I just wanted to play that, man, because that's what we living in, man. We're living in a white man's world. And before I just make my commentary on it, man, I'm just going to read off to y'all some things that's been happening lately in the news. If y'all remember, the officer Rustin Sheskey in Kenosha, Wisconsin, who shot Jacob Blake, will be returning back to work with no discipline, no charges filed, no nothing. In the George Floyd trial, the former medical examiner, he's, testifying on the behalf of Derek Chauvin, the guy who killed George Floyd, who knelt on his neck for about 9 minutes. But he's a subject of a lawsuit where he's part of a lawsuit where he is implicated in a cover-up of another black man that was murdered named, what's that man's name? Etan Johnson. This happened in 2018. He was 19 years old. So let me say that again. The medical examiner who's testifying in defense for Derek Chauvin is implicated in a lawsuit where he's part of a cover-up where another black man, Etan Johnson, was murdered in 2018. Marvin Scott III died in Texas in police custody. Family said they will protest until the officers are arrested. This happened March of 2021. They said 7 officers were fired. 1 of them resigned, but no charges found. And they say basically what happened was when they arrested him, they took him, downtown or whatever. They say he became, he wasn't going along with what they wanted him to do. They rushed him, pepper sprayed him, beat him up, put a hood over his head, and basically the man suffocated and no charges filed. They was fired, but no charges filed. Another black man, this just came in, another black man, his name not even trending yet. It's not even posted yet because it just happened last night in Atlanta. Another black man was murdered by the ATL race soldiers. You know what I mean? So this happened just last night in the Dante Wright case. Kim Potter, or whatever how you say her name, she was charged with 2nd-degree murder, manslaughter. She was charged with manslaughter, basically. So that's a weak ass charge. So that's nothing to celebrate. And that's still a weak ass charge. She should have been charged with 1st-degree murder. She knew. She is a training officer with 25 years plus experience. And you telling me you don't know the difference between a gun, the way a gun feel, and a goddamn taser? And you are a training officer? Come on, man. This is a tactic that they're using because they can't use the whole. Well, they still using it, but it's becoming cliche where it's like, oh, okay, he reached for my gun, so they're not using that no more. Or I fear for my life, because these things have become cliche now. These things that we know officers gonna say. So now the new one is reach for their gun and say taser, taser, taser. But really they know they got their gun, so they can use the alibi of I said taser. But they know it's a damn gun. And the chief for the police department has retired. I mean, not retired. He has basically resigned. They both resigned. Kim Potter and the chief both resigned. And for them to resign, that lets you know right there that they know the fix is already in. You know what I'm saying? They got Benjamin Crump, you know what I'm saying? The coon ass lawyer who basically gonna talk to the prosecutor in the city. They're gonna come up with a settlement. They resign, so they get all their benefits, you know what I'm saying, on top of whatever defense money that the union gonna come up for them, and GoFundMe and all these different money gonna start pouring into. They're gonna become millionaires, man, overnight. So that's why they resign. They resign because it was benefit to the family or to the victims or nothing like that. It benefits them. So always remember that when you hear police, oh, they resign, that means they get their benefits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they get charged, but the fix is already in because you got cats like Benjamin Crump. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, a backstory on that, because I was in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, right? This is the history on that. Hold on, let me bring it up. I don't know if y'all knew this, but it says Klansmen founded city where Daunte Wright was killed by cop. Yeah. So Klansmen founded the city where that young black man was killed in. A lot going on. The Army sergeant, I don't know if y'all saw this video. The Army sergeant who attacked the young black man. He was charged with third-degree assault, which is still a weak ass. He should have been charged with something more severe than that, man. But he basically ran up on the black boy, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood, and it's coming out that the mom saying that that the black man assaulted her daughter. So basically, her daughter was fucking him. And they saying that, you know, some type of he assaulted her. That sound like some Emmett Till shit. So y'all niggas gonna get enough of messing with these these y'all niggas gonna get enough of messing with these white women, man. Y'all gonna get enough. Y'all really gonna get enough of messing with these white women. And side note, y'all black women gonna get enough of messing with these white men. This also was in the news. Al Toon, who played for the New York Jets, daughter Molly Lydiard was murdered yesterday by her white husband, and then he killed himself. So that's a side note, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking on us brothers, but I just want to say to my sisters, man, don't let these people, like the movie Friday, it's funny, but for real, don't let these people pump your ass up and get your ass shot out here. To have you thinking black men is the worst thing ever. They putting all these commercials, all this movies, all this shit about white man, black woman. They pumping your head up with the goddamn the goddamn prince and the little black chick. You know what I'm saying? Got y'all thinking y'all gonna be princesses and all this. It's sitting in your subconscious, and y'all running off here to these little white men, and y'all don't know that hey, they'll knock you off for real, for real. And rest in peace to that sister, and she dead now. You understand? So I just wanted to say that. But back on subject, man. Now, Joe Biden, because I said in my breaking news video that I put up, I was wondering what Joe Biden was going to say. Now, I knew he was going to be Joe Biden, but I thought maybe he would have a little sympathy. He did a small press conference, and basically he was like, well, we just let the facts. We don't know if it's intentional. We don't know if it's an accident. We let the facts and the investigation play out, blah, blah, blah. But then he got firm on that. But looting and that, has no bearings on nothing. That is not allowed in America, blah, blah, blah. So he instantly turned to the looters. Fuck the victim. You worried about some damn stores and some shoes and some clothes and some candy and some pop and shit and cigarettes. And you got way more sympathy for the loot, for the buildings and shit that's getting damaged than you even got for that young black man that was murdered. And this the cat y'all voted for, man. This the dude y'all voted for. He was the one who's gonna bring change. No more racial violence, and because Trump was the big Klansman bully, and Joe Biden and Kamala gonna bring peace to everybody. Look what's going on, man. Look around you. Open your eyes up, man. Stop being dumbfounded, man. It's sickening, man. And the reason why they treat us like that is because it's so many coons, bootlicks, and mammies out here where if you say, like I post on my Facebook, I ain't gonna say the cat name, you know what I'm saying? He a cool dude. But I just basically took another post from somebody else and was letting them put it on his shit because he was saying, oh, it's sad that another black man got killed. So basically the post that I posted was talking about, man, majority of these killings is happening in Democratic cities with Democratic mayors. First thing when I posted that, he said, oh, no, that ain't true. It was a shooting here. Dude, do you understand the majority of all the killings are done in predominantly Democratic cities with Democratic mayors? Do y'all don't research? Or do y'all just go off emotions? See, black people, we go off emotions so tough, man. That's why they sway us the way they do. Plus, a lot of us are psychologically damaged. I really realized that, man. As the older I get, and I listened to my grandma when I was younger, my auntie, my mama, and them, and I just hear all the horror stories about how white folk treated them, and I just look like, oh, man. Like, we didn't go get no psychological help from that, man. So just think slavery. Then they had to break the slave because they got us thinking, or a lot of us think that they just picked us up from Africa, took us and just broke us and put us in a damn field. No, they broke us first. That's why I think it's called 15 years to make a slave, or whatever, how many years it took. It's a book written on that. I believe the Nation of Islam wrote a book on that. But it took so many years to break the slaves. They didn't just take niggas from Africa and throw them niggas in the field and have them niggas start working. They had them niggas was fighting back. A lot of them died, you know what I'm saying, from the Atlantic slave trade coming over, but a lot of them died just on the fact that they wasn't going for that shit. They broke them niggas. The strong ones, that's why it's called buck breaking. That's what they doing to niggas now. See, they doing buck breaking to niggas. The ones that they can't get through their job, you know what I'm saying, your means of taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? So that's why you get it like a Kevin Durant, who end up talking to my man, which he a racist, but he act like he like niggas. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, the conversation get leaked, and he got to go on TV and look like a little kid and apologize and all that. That's buck break. They buck broke him. They can't wait to break LeBron. They waiting to break him. They did a little bit when he said the little Jewish, when he said I'm getting money like Jews or whatever he said, some little rap song. I think it was Rick Ross joint, and that went viral, and he had to apologize to the Jews because that was offensive to say I'm getting money like Jews when they got all the money. Like, stop playing. Like, come on, man, you can't say nothing. you can't say nothing about the LGBT Jews or nothing like that. Like, come on, man. So they buck breaking a lot of these niggas through their finances. The ones that they can't break through their finances, they break literally, like, kill them. But buck breaking was something that they did. And if y'all don't know what buck breaking is, you know what I'm saying, check out Tariq Nasheed, because he got a movie coming out. You know what I'm saying, because I'm going to grab that bad boy. It's a documentary. And he really going in depth about how they broke black people, man, especially black men. See, heterosexual black men like me are a threat to white supremacy. See, they love docile niggas. They love, like, these little niggas out here, even these little niggas out here that is heterosexual, they so feminized and so emotional And so all over the place, they pop perks and pills and drink and lean and smoke, and they gonna, man, them niggas gonna die before they hit 30. So they not really worried about them. They not even really trying to protect the community. A lot of these little niggas is part of the problem in the community. See, they don't like heterosexual black men who's married, who want to raise their kids, who want to better their community. They don't like that. So that's why they love the fucked up niggas and the ones that can buck break. Then you got all the little homosexual niggas. No disrespect to them niggas, and they still our brothers and our sisters, but they buck broken. They got them, they got them over there in the box, and they thinking that being part of the LGBT community makes them better than the black community. So now they feel like they better than us. I mean, we really gonna have to, especially, that's why I titled this about black men is at war, man. Like, it's a war going on to get rid of us, man, one by one. We gonna really have to come together, man, and really stick together. I just linked up with some brothers today on Instagram, and I'm gonna see what they talking about, man. They got some little, organization, what I'm saying, and something that's needed, man. We gonna have to really come together, man. We really gonna have to come together, because this is what they doing, man. They knocking us off one by one. The ones that they can't knock off, like how they killed George Floyd, how they didn't kill Dante Wright, and all the countless other black men that was murdered. They gonna buck break niggas, make niggas like they did with Nelly. They down there threw Nelly under the bus. He was able to come back a little bit because he got on Dancing with the Stars, but they down there blackballed that boy. Because he was a transgender dude was trying to give him a kiss, and since Nelly didn't want to kiss him, they called Nelly transphobic. Just because he don't want a motherfucker. You get, like, y'all don't understand, like, the sickness of these people, man. Y'all don't get these folk, man. Y'all don't, like, one thing I can say about Jewish people, they understand their enemy. You will never see them give in or never do no shit with no Nazis and Germans, dog. Like, you just not, it's unheard of, man. It's not, you're not gonna hear, Jewish woman forgives a German Nazi family, now they married and got kids. You will never hear that shit. We the only ones who think like this, man. That our enemy somehow is not our enemy no more. And they prove to us time and time again that they are our enemy. But again, going back to what I said about the psychological part, how we were slaves and they buck broke us and all that. You get up to present day, we haven't had no psychological repair. Now, I'm all for reparations, but I think also we need, when they give us reparations, they need to make it mandatory that you have to see a psychologist to get your money. Because niggas gonna want that money, so they gonna go to the psychologist. So that's what it should be. It should be mandatory. If you want this check, 10,000, 20,000, whatever they gonna give out to niggas, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go see a psychologist for at least 3 months. Because psychologically, we are so damaged where we want to be with the enemy so bad. We want the enemy to like. We don't even want our own family members to like us. We don't give a fuck if we don't fuck with our uncles, cousins, aunties, whatever, brother, sister. We don't give a fuck to fuck with our own family, but we want white folk to like us so fucking bad that it's sickening. Like, we like they little pets, and we like being their little pets. But then when it comes to black folk, man, fuck my uncle, man, fuck my cousin. I don't give a damn. I'll never speak to them again. But let the white man say he ain't fucking with you. You damn near gonna slit your wrist. Crying. White man don't want to, you know what I mean? It's sad that we so sick. And then they put the Christianity so tough in our community and in our heads, and our mamas and our grandmas and our great grandmas got that shit browbeaten so much in us that now my generation, which I'm in my 40s, my generation of the females and males are thinking like how they great grandmas and people was thinking. Because that's some shit that's set in their subconscious. You know, you gotta forgive and you gotta let God. And man, that shit is dead, man. You don't forgive shit. How you forgive a white man but don't forgive your uncle? How you forgive a white man but you don't forgive your cousins and your brothers and all that type of shit? But you forgive the white man though. You want to give him another chance, but you don't want to give your dad another chance. Like, make that make sense to me, man. So we got a lot of work to do. And we're going to have to be alert, man. We're going to have to use the buddy system. We're going to have to really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to teach my son 14, and my youngest one, he 4. I'm going to teach them little niggas, man. You understand? Like, this is what you do. Because I feel like if you get put over by the police, because I tell myself when I head out to work, police get behind me, I got 2 phones. One calling 911, other one calling my wife. And I'm not hanging up. I'm going to put them bitches on the dashboard, and I ain't hanging up. Period. So that's going to, you know, and a 911 call, you cannot hang up. You can, but they going to know your location and everything just like that. They're going to send officers. You understand? And I'm going to tell my sons, you call 911 and you tell them, I fear for my life. I feel like this officer is going to kill me. Blah, blah, blah. Play the victim. Don't play the aggressor, because that's what they want you to do. That's like a lot of these little niggas, they get to talking back to the police and, man, don't play. They playing for keeps, man. You got to outthink these motherfuckers, man. You got to use your knowledge against them. We are the higher beings. We are the original people, period. I don't care how you slice it, how you cut it, how you want it. We the original people. Our DNA is the original DNA on this planet, period. Everything else spawned from us. You can't go white and procreate till you get dark. No, that's impossible. It was dark, light, well, brown, light, and then it got down there white. And that's how you got other races. So genetically, that's how that happened. Now, if you believe in the Big Bang Theory or you believe God created, whatever you believe, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line is the genetics tell you that it started from dark all the way to what you got as far as white folk. So we the original people, bottom line. So we got this wisdom up here, but we don't want to use it. We don't want to teach our kids nothing. We want to just teach them nigga shit, hood rat shit. Then when shit jump off, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle themselves. See? I remember being a young boy, 8 or 9 years old, and we stayed on the street called Wisconsin. And I never forget, man, I basically, you know, was a little curious little boy, and I happened to be like our house set on the street, Wisconsin, but then it was an alley. You know what I'm saying? And then behind the alley, you know what I'm saying, you got other people's backyard and their homes like that. Now, me being a little curious boy that I saw the door open. So I just go look like, oh shit, why is the door open? Not knowing, I'm just curious. I'm not knowing like somebody that broke into his shit. So he see me, hey, I start running. The white man chased, I'm running for my dear life, man. Thank God that I wasn't that far away. But there's something that scarred me, and it has me, I ain't gonna lie, it has me warped towards white people, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna have to see a psychologist for that. But really, that shit really scarred me, man. I'm running for my life, and this grown-ass white man chasing me down, man, and jumped on top of me. But before he jumped on top of me, I never forget yelling out, mama, like my mama and them was able to hear me. So my uncle was in there, my stepdad was in there, my mom and all came out, and my uncle, you know what I'm saying, God bless the dead, you know what I'm saying, my stepdad, my mom, all them gone. So God bless the dead, but my uncle went for them games. My uncle, you know, it ain't cool to say, but my uncle didn't put some work in on the streets, just put it that way, just to put it mildly, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to hype up, you know, something that, you know, don't need to be hyped up. But my uncle wasn't for no games. So my uncle came out there ready. My mama came out, she wasn't for no games. My stepdad wasn't for no games. That white man, when he saw them, he thought he saw a ghost. They was on his head. You understand? But just imagine if I was far away, man. I think about that in life. Not every day, but from time to time. Like even now when I say it to y'all, I think about it like, damn, man, what if I'd have been like 4 blocks away and he would have did? What would have happened to me? You understand? Like, what would have happened to me, man, at 8, 9 years old? So this shit been going on a long time, man. And we got to band together, especially as black men, we got to band it together. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I want to say this to my sisters, any black woman that come across this, you know what I'm saying? Just know, like, I understand black women. Look, I understand, man. Just like niggas ain't never had shit, y'all ain't never had shit either. So right now, y'all winning, hands down. Women in general is winning, but black women is winning. You know what I mean? And really, y'all winning. Like, don't take no offense to this, but y'all winning not because y'all smarter than black men. It's just that y'all have kids and y'all gonna take y'all ass to work. Plus, y'all like nice things. And y'all like, man, y'all, a generation of women have gotten over that fact of waiting on the man. Like you had, not in my era, we call them sack chasers. Females waiting around trying to get money from niggas. They ain't on that type of time no more. They on a different frequency. You know what I mean? And I respect that. You know what I mean? They gonna go get their own money. You understand? But just know, don't let, it's like I said, the movie Friday, man. Don't let these people pump y'all head up, man, get y'all fucked up out here. Because it's a couple females who have came up missing going to Las Vegas from Detroit. Women just in general, I keep reading the paper, young black girl and her sister, 16, the other one 9 years old, they got swooped up. You know what I'm saying? So many black girls is getting swooped up. You know why? Because there's no protectors in the community. And the first half is us. Because it's a lot of these little niggas that's part of the problem that's in the community. That's not, they just shooting and trying to hit their target, but they hitting everybody else but they target. See? So you got them little reckless ass niggas out there. But then the flip side of that, like that's one half. So we, as a black man, I got to own up to that half of what black men ain't doing. But the other half is a lot of black women is believing this notion that they don't need a man for nothing. See, you got to understand war. See, we don't understand war and how war works. When I worked with, this like in 98, 99, I worked with these group of boys called Lost Boys. They're from Sudan. So I was a night crew leader at the time. And they came on my crew, you know what I'm saying? Because I never forget one of the guys, man, he was like, shit, I had him do all the top shells. He was like 6'10", 7 foot, man. Huge dude. But I never forget talking with them, right? And Sudan is split up into North and South. And I forgot which one is Muslim and the other one is non-Muslim, basically. And the non-Muslim people of Sudan always get attacked by the Muslim people. But when they come into the camps or wherever they at, they sheds or wherever they located at, where they live at, they always attack the men first. So I'm talking to the dude. I never forget it, man. I'm sitting there because I ain't gonna lie, I was what, 21, 22, some shit like that. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, damn. And their English is broken, but I can understand them very clear what they were saying. So he was like, yeah, they come into the village and they rape the men, women, and children. I said, they rape the men? He said, yeah, they rape the men. That's the first thing they do, man. They rape the men. Buck breaking, something they learned from white folk. See, that's some old shit white folk did. Like in slavery days, that's what the white man did. The white man will bend the biggest buck over in the damn slavery camp. He would take the biggest slaves, the strongest, biggest slave, bend him over and hump the shit out that man in front of his woman, his kids, the rest of the people in the damn slave thing. And that's what buck breaking came. And that's the same shit that them people was doing to each other in Sudan from the north and south, man. See? Because once they break the man, the woman look at the man like, oh, damn, you can't protect me. Then he raped the woman. Then the kids look like, damn, they raped mom. And then they raped the kids. So everybody is broken. So y'all gotta realize in America, they not technically grabbing black men and buck breaking them niggas. A lot of these niggas is doing it on their own like a little Nas X. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas, they want attention and fame so bad, but then black women, y'all just don't know. A lot of these black boys that's angry and niggas out here doing a lot of shit, a lot of these little black boys been molested by women and men. So it's okay for girls to come out and try to express their feelings, and that's kind of hard even for young girls to do. But it's definitely taboo for boys because it's like, damn, somebody took your penny, somebody took your little butt. So it's a lot of broken little boys out here, man. And that happened within their own family and community. See? So it's deep what we gotta fix, but we gotta fix it, man. We gotta fix it because they playing for keeps, man. They is really trying to knock us all off. If they can't get us one by one, like with these police isolated incidents, but they gonna get us through the Lil Nas X type of shit. See, Lil Nas X, I'm an old nigga. I'm an old head. It's old heads like us that's complaining. The little young people, they not technically complaining about it. So that's sitting in these little niggas subconscious. If I be gay, I get more further being gay. Like Young Thug. Like they say on the streets, Young Thug a real nigga. But man, I don't give a damn how real you is. If you so real, then why you put on the fucking dress? Why you paint your nails and kiss on your homies and all that type of shit? If you need that type of attention, dog, that means you would do whatever to get that money. That means you would suck a dick, nigga. It's niggas in prison that's killers that'll shank you, but they also will put their little penis in your butt too. So just because you can shank a nigga and kill a nigga don't mean you real. Let's just get that out the way. What makes you real is being a man, taking care of your kids. If you got a woman, taking care of your woman, all that gangster shit. I was just telling my son's mom this in a conversation we had because we both got a mutual person that we know, and I never forget. He a street nigga. I was in the streets, but I technically wasn't no street nigga, man. That wasn't my lifestyle. I just knew a lot of street niggas, man. I come from my family, you know what I'm saying? So it just was, I was just around it. But I never forget telling my son's mama, man, like, I can't believe that I let this nigga should tell me that little whole shit. And I should let that shit bother me because the nigga say to me, man, you know such and such. I ain't gonna say my son's my name, but she know you ain't no gangster. See? And that shit used to sit in my head like, I realized, man, I'm glad I am not no gangster. I'm a nigga that will fuck you up if need be. But I'm going to laugh, I'm going to joke, I'm going to have fun. But if I need to put hands and feet and go further with that, other than that, I will too. And some niggas around my way who didn't felt that. You know what I mean? So I consider myself a man, not a gangster. So a lot of these niggas got the wrong notion of what they think is a gangster. So when they say Young Thug, oh, he's a gangster, man, he a real nigga. Yeah, he probably shot some niggas and whooped some niggas' ass and all that type. I'm not saying the nigga can't fight. Shit, gay niggas can fight. I know gay niggas used to whoop niggas' asses in middle school. You understand? So that don't mean nothing. But you putting on a dress. You got these little boys out here thinking it's cool to be gay. So they gonna buck break these niggas, man. Through that, like I said, through the one by ones, the one-offs with the George Floyds and all that type of situation. Or they gonna basically bust your finances down. You wanna work at this job, you're gonna have to be docile. You're gonna have to be part of this group. You're gonna have to, you know what I mean? So they gonna get you one way or another, man. So as black men, we gonna have to stick together, build businesses that's going to help each other. That's why black women are flourishing. They're not just flourishing in corporate America. Black women are creating more businesses than anybody. Definitely black men. We going to have to really start grabbing our little young boys, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why I like when I have conversations online, the first thing a black woman, a lot of them too, what is you doing for the community? And I don't even go into it, because I talked to my wife about it. And I tell her I don't even really go into it because it defeats the purpose. But I'm like, man, in my mind, I'm thinking like, I got 2 kids to raise, 2 boys. That's who I'm going to start with. I can't worry about all the rest of these little niggas. I'm going to get these little niggas straight first. If I come across some little boys who want some assistance or who won't, then I'm going to help them too. But I'm definitely going to help mine first. Period. Mine's going to get help first. So that's what I think black men we need to do. take care of our kids. If we can come across some other kids who want some help them, and then we just build and keep building, man. Because that's basically what black women doing. Even though they might cat fight and talk about each other behind each other back, they stick together. They like that's why they balling in the beauty industry. They balling in the real estate industry. Every industry they dominate right now. They getting that money. You understand? Because they going through sisterhood. Sisters support sisters. Even if they don't like the bitch, I'm still gonna support her. And that's how they talk. Like, I don't like that bitch, but they still support her. I be around females. I be hearing how they talk. You know what I mean? They all don't stick together. But when it comes to dominating, getting money, and being better than men, oh, they own it. So black men, we got to get on that same type of time, but we be on that trying to be in the streets, which lead to death or prison. We need to figure out like carpentry, electrician, you know what I'm saying, plumbers, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Them jobs are never going anywhere. Semi-truck driver owners. Certain jobs just are foolproof, man, that you're gonna get tons of money and it's never gonna run out. We gotta catch them young though, because these niggas out here now, a lot of these niggas can't be helped, man. A lot of these niggas they helpless, man. They're gonna have to bump their head like severely to wake up. So that's all I got to say on it tonight, man. Just to wrap it up, it's just a lot of action going on right now. And I plead with all my black brothers, man, stay on point. Don't let these white folk, from police officers to just regular motherfucking white folk in the neighborhood, just don't let them get you off your square. That's what my dad used to tell me, and I see what he's saying. My dad is 100% correct. What you do, you stand on your square, man. You don't let them, you got to outthink them. Like, even at my job, I see how white folk be moving, man. I outthink them, man. I see the bullshit coming, I sidestep it. Now, they expect me to be emotional and act like a nigga, but nah, I'm gonna do the opposite. So that's what, as black men, we gotta be prepared for the police. We gotta be prepared for, like I said, for little white boys in the hood that wanna be fucking toy soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Our jobs, all that. We gotta use our tool between our two shoulders, man. We gotta outthink these people, man. Now, if they try to violate you physically, only thing I can say is, if it's a police officer, before you even get there, call 911 and let the folk know, man, and tell them, you know, send somebody that's his superior and all that type of shit. Try to nip that shit in the bud before it even get to some physical shit. You know what I mean? But follow their commands. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I mean follow their commands, sometimes they can set you up like I forgot to bring this up. The two officers, they got fired. The ones who's pepper sprayed and assaulted the black lieutenant guy. I forgot where this was at, because this video circulating too. You know what I'm saying? Now, they was trying to get him to do some commands. His army training kicked in, and he just put his hands up and just said, I fear for my life, I don't want to move. And it irritated the shit out of them, because they were trying to get him to get out that truck. And when he would have got out that truck, they already had their guns drawn. So when he would have got out that truck, they could have shot him and said, we didn't tell you to get out that truck. Or we told you to get out the truck and get on the ground. You didn't. They'll leave out a command. So you also gotta, follow their commands, but you gotta think like, hold up, this could be a setup. And if you feel that in your gut, do like that police officer did. Take the pepper spray, let them do whatever they're gonna do, but just keep your hands up. Don't move. Don't move. You know what I'm saying? So that was good. That Lieutenant Army guy did, because if he would have got out that truck, the way they had their guns drawn, they would have shot him. Because he would have got out that truck, they would have told him, they would have shot him and then said you didn't get on the ground. But they left that command out. And then when it's time to go to court or whatever they need to do, they're gonna put that in their report, like, we told them to get on the ground. Even though the video says they didn't say it, but that's what they're going to say. And they're all going to stick together, because it's called the Blue Shield, the Blue Wall. They all going to stick together. And that's going to be word. It's like what they say is right. And no matter what you see, they, how Tariq Nasheed be saying that shit? I'm white and I say so. That's how they move, man. They move See, white folk move the goalposts on niggas, man. That's like in sports, anything, man. Business, anything, they move the goalposts every time. When Tiger Woods was dominating the goddamn Augusta and the goddamn Masters, what they do? They rearrange the whole goddamn, they widen the damn range, the golf course, and made it further. Because he was dominating that bitch. That's what white people do, man. They basically move the goalposts, man. They'll change a law to make sure that they don't get in trouble, to make sure your ass get in trouble. It's called moving the goalposts, man. So as black men, let's tighten up out here. Let's basically get our shit together, get our money together. You know what I'm saying? Get our resources together, get our guns together. Legally get your guns together. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your shit together, man, because it's a war actively going on right now. It's been going on. This is nothing new. But they targeting us. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that our last defense is black women. And now they done shattered that. Because there's so many black women that just like, I don't like niggas. See? So all we got is us. And it's a few sisters that's still rocking with us. But a lot of black women have crossed over and they really into white men. They see Eve. They see Lonnie Love. They see all these different black women with these white men looking happy, thinking they successful. That's what they've set in their subconscious. So they didn't cross over. They not rocking with us either, man. And it's a few sisters that's really truly rocking with brothers, but that's a small percentage. The majority of black women is like, yeah, I don't like niggas no more. I like Zaddy. I like Mexicans. I like Asians. I like this. They don't like us like that no more, man. And it ain't for us to be mad at them and call them bitches and hoes and all that. We just have to understand that they working on their psychological and playing to their victimhood and playing into their emotions and things that, you know, because a lot of black women don't have their daddies. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of black women never grew up with their daddy. They never know what a black man supposed to do. You know what I mean? They daddy left them. So a lot of them got daddy issues. So they already look at black men crazy because they own dad left, which is a black man. So we got to understand that we don't have nobody that's really rocking with us like that. So black men, it's open season for us, man. Like, we gonna have to really understand this, man. Especially heterosexual black men. You know what I'm saying? I got love for my homosexual black brothers, but they not a threat because they the ones they want at the Black Lives Matter rallies, or like when somebody get murdered, they love to see black men that's gay at the rallies twerking in front of the police. That nigga's not a threat. See, I never forget they had a they had a situation in Lansing, Michigan. I think it's around the George Floyd time, when the situation happened with George Floyd, and everybody was protesting around the country. And so I come into town and shit, you know what I'm saying? I come up on the protest. I never forget, because I had to warn my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because they was busting glasses and shit as we was going back. But the whole time I was quiet. I wasn't twerking. I wasn't yelling, talking about Black Lives Matter. I wasn't saying shit. I just walked up. I even spoke to the police. They was all lined up where you couldn't move. I went past their little line, looked at them crazy, like, but didn't say nothing. I ain't bumping to them or nothing like that. I just like, okay. And I never forget, it was a white dude in plain clothes, but I looked at his shoes. See, you can tell a lot by the shoes. You understand? So he didn't have no dusty ass clothes on. He was real crispy. I'm like, man, that's police. So as we walking back, I'm headed back to my car. You know, people still got the emotions, pouring emotions out because they had burnt some cars, turned the car over. They had bust windows through the damn Chase Bank. And I'm watching this white dude who's acting like he ain't the police, but he is the police. But he saw that I was so quiet. He watched me more than he watched me more than the motherfuckers niggas that was busting out windows and breaking glass. Because see, I was a threat because he don't know what type of time I'm on. He see I'm not twerking, I'm not snapping my fingers talking about and all that, where the money reside, all that gay shit. He see I ain't on that type of time. He see I ain't on that emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as breaking windows, and that's a temper tantrum. He see like, oh, this nigga's a thinker and he militant. He can just tell by my posture what type of time I'm on. He watched me, man. He let them boys bust windows out and didn't say shit to them. Didn't alert no police, do nothing to but he was watching me. And I'll never forget, I cut across the street, and I purpose cut across the street because I'm like, when somebody following you, man, you know what I mean? You want to cut and cut and cut. And if the person keep cutting when you cut, then you already know what type of time they on. You know what I'm saying? And when I cut, I looked back, I saw him. He slowed up. He went back the other way. I said, yeah, okay, because he was trying to follow me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see where my car and where I'm going. But I make sure when I pull up on anything, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a relative house. I don't never pull directly up on nothing. I just don't never do that, man. I ain't never did that. I always pull up a couple blocks away and a walk up. I always been that way. So I definitely do that as I get older. You know what I mean? So if I park blocks away and just walk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he was on. So you know what I mean. We just got to understand. So war, man, they looking to break us, man. Like literally break us. Like right now we broken. They trying to really snap us. And the only way we gonna really bounce back or really hold our own or hold our chessboard is we gonna have to come together. We gonna have to get off that dumb shit we be on. Like, man, fuck that whole ass nigga. You know, we gotta get off of that. Because we be enemies to our own people, our own brothers. So we got to get off of that and really unite and really come together. Now, everybody not going to come together. That's a pipe dream. So I'm not going to sit here and pipe dream with niggas, man. I already know it's going to be niggas that ain't going to rock with niggas. Excuse me. That's just not going to happen. But the ones that's like-minded, the brothers I met tonight on Instagram, that's what he said. And that's what stood out to me. My antennas went up when that brother said to me, like-minded people part of this organization. I'm going to do more research because, the feds be out here too, be trying to get niggas together and, be some fed type of shit, man. And I, you know what I mean? Because I already know that they watching, the feds watching niggas too, especially niggas like me who ain't with that homosexual agenda or that other type of agenda, man. They don't like niggas like me. You know what I mean? They don't like niggas like me because I'm heterosexual, I'm masculine. They don't like that. They're like, that's what they trying to break. So that's all I got to say on it. We at war. Stay on point, and let's come together. You have a good night. Peace.